What's going on, everybody? The topic of today's video is fear of loss. So I was just having dinner with a friend yesterday, and we were chatting about what his experience has been like with dating post COVID. So basically, in this new world of dating where, you're not really going out to the bars and nightclubs and, those types of atmospheres to meet people. So, having to meet people through online dating apps, which is really probably how everybody right now who is dating is meeting, or at least the majority of people. So I want to talk about fear of loss because this is something that, for me, I think when I kind of got back into the dating game after my divorce and being removed from it for so long, the fear of loss was kind of something that was new to me. So I want to go ahead and I want to talk about it. I want to explain kind of what the fear of loss is and, how it kind of changes the dynamic when you guys go out on these dates and you're having these interactions, for the first time, or even sometimes on the second and third dates that you guys go on. So really, when it comes down to it, fear of loss is going to completely change how you act and interact on dates or when you are meeting people. So, for example, if you secured a date with a girl or a guy that you perceive as like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, just like absolutely, maybe visually, or you had a short interaction, you're really all about them, just super jazzed on them. And you go into that date kind of putting them on this pedestal, you are going to create a fear of loss. That's going to change how you act on the date and the things that you say and the topics that you talk about. And it is going to show on the date. Now, you might think that you're really good about masking it or you're really good about covering it up, but most women, at least, are very, very cognizant when somebody is not acting natural or when somebody is maybe doing or saying things that can be perceived as, just not genuine, So I think that this is something that you really, really have to work on if, again, you are not used to going out with people that you perceive as high value, or you are, not used to going out with women that you view as a 10, because, again, how you interact with them is going to really, in my opinion, make or break the date. So, for me, something that I kind of wish that somebody had kind of told me prior to getting back in the dating game is just having no fear of loss. Think of it like this, right? Okay, it's a first date. You don't have this person to begin with. This person, there's nothing to lose at all. So what I propose to you is, why not be your genuine and authentic self on these dates? Say things that you think might step on that person's toes, or even say something that might, if you, for example, if you think it's funny, somebody orders beef stroganoff or whatever, and I'm making an example. I don't even know what the hell beef stroganoff is, I don't think. But if, you're with a girl and that's what she orders, and, the plate comes out and you're like, wow, that looks like a steamy pile of dog shit, and you want to say that because you think it's funny, you guys, say it on the date. Oh my God, I had no idea you had such a love of dog shit. I would have taken you to the dog park for dinner had I known that was what you were into. So beat her up a little bit, you guys. Pick on her a little bit. You guys, they're called negs, you know. Neg her a little bit. Girls want to be with a guy who is confident and secure in the things that he says and the things that he does. And when you act like that, like a guy who has no fear of loss, you will come across as so confident, because it's literally like telling this girl, like, you like it or you don't like it. And that's cool, because it's just me. And I'm going to tell you guys that, you know, the more often that you do that, the more often that you are just acting natural, the better you will feel when you go out on these dates. The more you will feel like there's no walls or restrictions to the things that you can say or the things that you can do. But again, I think what the problem is that the majority of time, people simply go into dates and they kind of treat them in this, I'm trying to find the right word, but it's just too bland. It's too generic. It's too forced. Like, things are set up like, so for example, I mean, and like where I'm kind of getting at with this is like, well, so what do you do for work? Okay, that's cool. What do you do for work? Well, what things do you like to do for fun? I don't know. What things do you like to do for fun? Like, that's so contrived. That's the best word, you guys. So going out on these dates that feel contrived, dates should feel natural. They should just be fun. It's your first time interacting with this person. You want to get to know this person. Like, are they a good communicator? Are they funny? Are they serious? Are they more uptight? Are they a little more quiet? You know, and then on the date, you kind of figure out, like, well, this seems like this would work for me. I'd like to go out again. Or I just was speaking with a friend. This is the same friend last night when we were having dinner, and he's like, you know, I was just been out on a couple dates recently where like we both weren't feeling it. And what I told him is, it's like, that is the best case scenario. It's a best case scenario when two people are just kind of like, you know, this just isn't for me, because at least you guys are being natural, you're being yourself, and then at the end of the date, there's no awkwardness. There's no like, well, am I going to get a call? Am I going to get a second date? Like, neither of them felt it. So, you know, they're not going to pursue things further. So I really just want you guys to try to start acting more natural, I guess, and just fully be yourself. Act without a fear of loss, because as of right now, you guys, when you're going out on a first or second or even third date, you guys, there's nothing to lose. You got through the first part of like, you connected with the girl. You got through the second part of like, getting or securing the date, and the third, of like actually being on the date, right? But like, you didn't ever lose anything. You didn't have them. They were never part of your life. This is not your boyfriend. This is not your girlfriend. So don't be afraid to say something that might ruffle somebody's feathers. If it's something, now don't just do it to do it. Do it because, there's a reason. Because you want to make sure you're passing her shit test. And something that just happens all too often is that people go out on dates, they don't act like themselves, and that's going to lead to rejection, you guys. You're going to come across as phony, or you're just not going to come across as somebody who is confident in being themselves. So again, I really want you guys to work on this, and I think that going forward into 2021, if you start doing this, you have no fear of loss when you are out there in the dating game, you're out there on these dates. It's going to make for you having a better time. And again, self-amuse, you guys. Make yourselves laugh. There's nothing that you guys have to lose, because relationships, people, life experiences, they're all temporary. They're only going to last a certain amount of time. Sometimes that can be many years, but everything has an expiration date, you guys, so don't forget that. So, you guys, if you have been acting, with maybe some uncertainty and you're kind of a little fearful on your dates, I want to help you get over those challenges that you're experiencing and start experiencing life without any fears of loss when you guys are going out and you're dating. So if you want my help with doing that or overcoming those hurdles, I would love to hear from you. You can reach out to me by getting a hold of me on my website at thebalancedalpha.com. Click on the contact section, then book whatever coaching session works best for you. But if you guys have any other questions for me, definitely let me know what they are in the section below, and I will get back to you just as quickly as possible. But until the next one, you guys, stay balanced, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Peace.